certain amount of time. This song goes out to him wherever he is in the universe. It's called A Few Short Miles. So it goes out to Bobby. Well, my 18th summer I was down to play some gigs in an East Texas town just off the coast. Much to my surprise, in that little seaside bar I meet the greatest man that I've ever known. Well, I was sitting alone at the table one long night after the show when he walked up and he sat down next to me. Well, he said, my name is Bobby, and it's nice to meet you, boy. I like just about every song I heard you sing. Well, his face was slightly wrinkled, shoulders weathered down. He looked older than his age at 54. We drank and told some stories, cracked a couple jokes, but he said some things my heart just can't ignore. Said, don't expect too much, you'll likely lose touch with whatever's right in front of your eyes. Still be hoping for the best, putting your faith to the test, in a world where not every fool can fly. And underneath your feet, you ain't always gonna be walking on shadowed streets of gold. So take the good with the bad and hang on to your hand, 'cause it's a few short miles down the road. Packing up my clothes just before I had to make a beeline drive north to Tennessee. And I came at the door in the early morning. Now it was Bobby with a gift he had for me. Well, he handed me a beat-up black old flat-top guitar that had a rugged look, but it still played. He said I'd found it in a dumpster, shining like the sun through the rubble from a recent hurricane. And I thanked him oh so kindly, strummed a little tune. He smiled and ran before he said goodbye. He told me I should try to write a song on that old black guitar. And I couldn't sing it yet, but I had one memorized. Tonight expect too much, you'll likely lose touch with whatever's right in front of your eyes. Still be hoping for the best, putting your faith to the test, in a world where not every fool can fly. And underneath your feet, you ain't always gonna be walking on shine-up streets of gold. So take the good with the bad and hang on to your hand, 'cause it's a few short miles down the road. Long 2 summers later, Mama's back to play some gigs in that East Texas town just off the coast. And I noticed something missing, like a piece lost from a puzzle. This time I wondered where my good friend was. The barmaid said that Bobby had found a better place out above the neon lights of this old bar. She said he'd battled cancer for some time, he kept it quiet, but last spring he'd won and it finally made a mark. And I sank down with sorrow, but kept an open ear for the words I heard from him when we first met. And I sat at that same table, but no longer was I lonely, as I sing a song now forever in my head. And that you'll likely lose touch with whatever's right in front of your eyes. Still I'm hoping for the best, putting my faith to the test, in a world where not every fool can fly. And underneath my faith, I ain't always gonna be walking on the shining streets of gold. So take the good with the bad and hang on to your hand, 'cause it's a few short miles, a few short miles down the road. I've got a few short miles. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time. Appreciate it. Thank you.